What's going on, Capricorn? Welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. A little extra there for you, Cap. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just the greatest, Capricorn, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Harris was brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. Alright, they get a little more energy in these dance moves there, Cap. I'm feeling it. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And sidebar, Capricorn, depending on when you're watching this, if you're watching this today, your ruler has just gone direct. So now Saturn it's time for, you're getting out of that sort of reflective type of state, and now it's time to get into action. Make your dreams come true, connect with source, and just really start doing the thing there, Capricorn. But this is a general reading, not a one, just like this happens when I go off script. It's general reading, not a 1-to-1. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cap. Now I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, newer ones. I hope you enjoy it, Capricorn. And then I'm going to get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching their Capricorn, so definitely check them out. Very great group, very great energies that they bring here, so hopefully you would like them. But, alright, let's see, let's give a few for, let's see what's going on here with your oracle cards. Boy, alright, yeah. Okay. Let me try not to knock all these. I will say these cards are, they're like hexagonal and they're a little awkward to shuffle. A little, not too bad, but more so than I thought, Capricorn. Ooh, and I like this, Cap. Ready to express yourself because you got the Dancer card here. And I'm with that, Capricorn. It is a card of self-expression and strength. And I feel that, Capricorn, especially considering where your ruler is going to be for the next few years, that engaging in any form of self-expression will help strengthen that bond with source. You know, however you connect with the source. It'd be higher self, future self, the angels, God, Buddha, Jesus, the ancestors, deities, but it's going to be something where I feel that it may, because it's, you know, intuition looks differently for every sign, Capricorn. And I feel with you being the, I feel like there's going to be more, how do I want to put this? Considering this Dancer card is water energy, because it's like I'm thinking about Cancer now, because we can learn a lot from our opposite signs. And Cancer, my sun sign's in Cancer, by the way. But Cancerians, all we do is feel. We're all up in our feelings all the time. And where there's a time and a place to kind of not get into that reactive type of energy that sometimes emotions can bring. There is a time to allow yourself to feel a lot more, because that helps you get more in tune with the energy. I'm feeling like a Queen of Pentacles vibes coming on through here, Capricorn, because that's one of your cards. And I feel like the Queen of Pentacles, she takes what she feels and she manifests it. She creates it. She turns what she loves and materializes it. And I feel there's going to be a lot of strength in discovering, and this could be in just like doing different hobbies there, Capricorn. Maybe it's engaging in dance. You know, however you get out of your head and get in more in tune with those energies. This could be maybe going for a swim. Maybe it's maybe it's in art, maybe it's in music, maybe it's in craft, maybe you're building something. But I feel like the more you can get in that type of creative energy and learn about how you learn just more about yourself, it really will help just, again, I feel like strengthen that connection with the universal energies, because with Saturn being in Pisces, that is a, I feel like it's a very dope placement for Saturn to be, because one, granted, Saturn is a planet of time and you get 3 years, and see, that's nice too, Capricorn, when you think about it, because whereas Cancer, we only get to feel the energies. Granted, we feel a lot of them in 30 days, but that's the thing, we feel a lot of them. Where you get time with each sign, you get three hefty years to just be in those energies, and to be in them, and to be active in them, and then to reflect in them, when he's going retrograde. So, and there's a lot of wisdom that can come from that. Planet, or Saturn's a planet of time, but also of wisdom. So, and it's in a karmic placement, with being in Pisces. They're associated with the 12. There's a lot of great stuff I feel like can come through for you, Capricorn, with this energy. But let's get some tarot on this and get some details. Maybe you want to get involved in some type of tarot there, or maybe doing some scrying, or because hold on, Capricorn, look at that first card, success. All right, Mark, let me. Oh, this earth energy. I'm with it. You got a lot of earth energy here, Capricorn, because this, you got the Six of Discs, the Nine of Discs, the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the Two of Wands here. And the first thing that really stuck out to me is this Hierophant, because he's the divine counterpart to the High Priestess. One of the, both of them are the most powerful intuitives in the deck. And I feel that, because Capricorn, I talk about this all the time, you are you're meant to do something great. Capricorn is a sign that whatever you put your heart to, you will achieve it. But I feel like it's finding that thing that brings you joy. What is it that you, and that's where I feel like it's, because usually with Capricorn energy, it takes a while to get things moving. But usually, right, it's like around your first Saturn return, which is between around 28, 29 or so. That's when things really start kind of taking off, when you really start coming into yourself. And that's when we really, especially around our 30s, that's when we really start coming into our sun sign. I really didn't identify with Cancerian energy probably till around here recently. And I leaned a lot into my moon sign, a lot. Between my moon and then all that Leo in my chart. But, this gives you time to really think about, what does success look like for you? What do you want to gain through this? And really reflect on that before you get ready to take action there. And I know that all that waiting and stuff can be annoying, and, what's my purpose, having that higher calling, when you think about, 10th house or Capricorn places. Because listen, my moon sign is in the 10th house. So I get that, trying to figure out your career, and even the 10th house is usually where your midheaven's at, and that's where your career, how people, your achievements and things. But you really are in a very lucky place, because you get to think about what it is that you truly want, and then you have the discipline and the determination to get to that success. But I feel like it's something where you're going to need to believe in that, Capricorn, and believe in that strength, and not go by what others tell you need to do. It's going about, again, is letting your inner light shine, allowing that self-expression. If you want to be, I feel like people usually see Capricorns as your business people, your moguls, your billionaire, people with that. And not to say you can't have all that, Capricorn, but you can be, maybe you want to be $1 million dancer, or maybe you know what I mean, Capricorn. Get your head out of the gutter. But also, maybe you can be a teacher, or maybe you want to be a sailor, or maybe you want to be a hermit, and maybe you want to go off in the mountains somewhere. But you have a lot to gain, I feel like, with your energy, but it's just like it's figuring out, it's connecting to that higher self as far as like what you feel like you're meant to do. Like I hope this makes sense, because it's, and I feel like there's a lot of, and even to Capricorn, I feel like with your energy, yours is one that does tend to work itself really hard. And I feel that something to kind of lighten that burden up some would be to engage in some self-expression as well, so it's not just all just work 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 all the time. You know, pay attention when you're feeling run down, when you're feeling upset, when you're feeling this, and allow yourself to feel that and then express that so that you can get back to your strength there. And because you have, I feel like your sign coming into Capricorn energy, you have a lot that you're going to learn on this journey. You have like a lot to experience, and then a lot of wisdom that you'll be able to pass down, you know, that you'll acquire yourself, and then learn through others, because you know, to go through those hardships and things really does, Saturn doesn't just put you through the ringer just because he wants to beat you up. He's shaping you into the expert manifestors, and and you do have, and sometimes I feel like too, maybe for some, you know, we get depressed, we feel like we don't have a choice in the matter, but you do, you know, as far as like where you can, with the direction that you can go. You know, I'm gonna kind of see, I'm making an arrow, Capricorn is pointing at you, because you can do it. But and just one more thing, just thinking with the Hermit, you know, the Hermit is like divine inspiration, and I feel like when you get into that energy again of whatever expression looks like for you, this will help even if you happen to be working in some sort of like a corporation or something. You can still be innovative in that, Capricorn. So get out in nature. I feel like all this earth energy coming through there. I feel like that's really a thing for all of us to do, but especially the earth signs, because you do have a special connection with this realm than other elements do, and especially if you got a lot of earth in your chart. So, you know, that's something to think about. But let's get some more. Let's get another oracle on this. Love it. Look at you, efficient. And look at you, a diviner. Told you, Capricorn. You got the diviner, which is a card of divine timing and evaluation. So, thank you. See, tuning into your higher self. I just get chills just even thinking about it, because I feel like divine timing is really, of all the signs, that really is, I feel like, a big thing for your sign. That everything happens in divine timing. That, again, it may feel like that things have been not been. And you know what? Just thinking about this evaluation, if you feel that things haven't been going your way, it's been nothing but tower after tower after tower, and I feel like this is like asking yourself, am I really sticking to my calling? Is this what I'm doing right now really resonates with me? And if it does, then is how you're doing it. Is that how it resonates with you? You may want to be, you know, maybe you want to be this you know, this billionaire, but you know, working at a corporation isn't doing it for you. So maybe you're going around and fixing up other businesses, or you're doing something else, or you're it's just like the modality that you're doing it may be what is taking so long for higher self to really get this tree growing. and And again, Capricorn, just because your sign is one that, granted, it takes time, that doesn't mean that you're not going to get success and get gains and things along the way. But, you know, this is working towards the Nine of Discs. This is working towards your pre-Empress, or this is your pre-Empress energy, working towards you becoming an Empress, abundant. But, you know, this whole period of time, you know, with Saturn being retrograde, was really allowing you to go within and really ask yourself, is this where my energies are being most productive in? And if you feel deep down that it's just like you're doing this thing because you're doing something because you have to do it, not because you want to do it, then let's focus. Let's try to, in Capricorn, and tell you what to do. But if you gear those energies more towards what you want to do, and you'll find that balance, Capricorn, eventually you'll be able to knock off whatever it is that's holding you back and go for it, because again, you're hustlers, Capricorn. So I feel like, even thinking about like hardships and things, like, yeah, it may be tough, but you can do it. And let me get some tarot on this and give diviner. I love that. Because I tell you, it's different with earth signs. How you all manifest. It's impressive. Watching, I was with a Virgo for a long time. I mean, sick. Taurus, builders. I mean, just abundance, just all around them. So, Capricorn, you may have to work a little harder maybe than the others, but you're the initiators of the earth sign. It's like once you get something started, you see it through. And that's where I feel like that tenacity is going to serve you well. Oh, and look at these divine counterparts here, these divine intuitives. I'm gonna be on one, Cap. So you got and here's your ruler. I'm definitely about to be on one, because you got the universe here, Saturn, Knight and Queen of Cups, and the Knights are the kings. So King, Queen of Cups, and then you got the Prince, and you got a lot of people here. Look at that, this support. Where are we starting? Let's start with the Princess of Swords, because Capricorn, I feel like too that sometimes we can get in our own way when it comes to thinking about your success, to thinking about what you want your universe to be, and it's and I know how this is about to sound, but you have to be patient. And patience is not just enduring something and just like having to suck it up. It's what you're doing within that time while you have to wait for things to come to fruition. If you've done all you can with something, let's say you're starting up like a restaurant, and you got all your stuff, you got all your coworkers and things, and it's going along there. It's just like, before you take off and become like a big, I don't know, chain or take over whatever you're trying to do, the Capricorn. If you were to get everything that you wanted right now, it's like, would you really know what to do with it? You'd be overwhelmed, because it'd be so much to take on at once. This stuff needs to build. It needs to take time. And, the universe wasn't just made in a day. It's... And I do feel that it is in this energy, Capricorn, because and this is, all signs are prone, can get in these bouts of depression, but Capricorn energy is one that can be prone to depression. And we want to be mindful with the Knight of Cups, because he's the type that if things aren't he's not having fun, then he'll indulge in some escapism. And you want to be just mindful of all this water that's coming through here, making sure that your team that's on you, are they building you up, and they're being there to support, checking your support systems too. I feel like with this energy, and making sure that there's this energy. It's with this Queen of Cups, she's giving me this energy of just like, and she is a card of self-care, and being with your feelings when you're feeling, what am I trying to say? To try not to get lost in that ocean of emotions, because if you put things off too long, that stuff builds and builds and builds, and it festers, and then it'll all come flooding out at once, and then it becomes too much, and then you beat up on yourself, and then it just keeps. You see that pattern of that destructive pattern can get there. It's being able to Let me get some on this Prince of Swords here, because I'm trying to figure out what's he trying to say here. Let me get a little bit more on him. Because I even feel, okay, now that I kind of had a chance to focus, the Prince of Swords is giving me this energy of not just letting, because he's the airy part of air. Princes being air, swords being air, and it's not about just because you're an intelligent sign, Capricorn, but I feel like that for some it's just like I feel like it's the the hiccup that may come up with your sign is that not sticking to your true calling. It's just like, for some it might be settling for something just because it's easier, in which there's nothing wrong with an easy path, but if you're not feeling fulfilled, later down the line, you don't want to get to that place where you're regretting not having taken more for fear of failure, in a sense. So let me see what else is going on here. Queen of Wands, because we could have pursued our passions. It's like the story's writing itself, Capricorn. The Princess, or the Prince of Swords, is clarified by the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Discs. And there are going to be setbacks, even when you're pursuing your passions, Capricorn, but that doesn't mean that we don't go for that thing. The Prince of Swords is always looking towards the future. But sometimes, though, I feel with him that when we do fail, sometimes we don't take a moment and process what went wrong, how we could have done things a little bit better. He's so future oriented. You need to take a moment and reflect on the past, feeling with the Queen of Cups being here. But always remembering to look towards your happiness, to look towards this inner light, this sunlight here, because the Queen of Wands, there's only sunflowers in her card, and they have sunflowers always pointing towards the sun. And that's where I feel like we're trying to be there, Capricorn. It's like Saturn wants you to, and I feel like even these people that are showing up here for you, they want you to follow your dreams as well. But you have to believe too that you're meant to accomplish this, whatever it is that you're trying to do on your journey, because it's dope what's building up here. I mean, I know, I wish I had more sophisticated words than that, but I mean, sometimes you need to overcomplicate stuff, and it's just so simple as just following your heart, and then you'll feel things come together. Just like it all falls into place, and then it's again, it's not feeling, because Capricorn, you are the seven. This is card of failure is the opposite of your sign. You are winners, and I'm not just trying to say that just to, it's in your job title. Capricorns are just, they're, again, the accomplishers. You're a sign of ambitions. So I didn't write the Zodiac. I didn't make up that. So something to think about. And Capricorn, I'm not coming at you. Keep that in mind. I'm just excited for you, cause why wouldn't I be? You're manifesting universes here. But let me get your last oracle card here. All right. Thank you. All right, Capricorn. Interesting. All right, Capricorn. So you have the puppeteer here, which is a card of explanations and apologies. And with this energy, Capricorn, I feel like there's going to be this moment, especially if we've been kind of doubting where our journey has been taking you. I feel that there is going to be, just on that apologies aspect of it. When you've had those moments where you felt that the universe, Saturn, was against you, and that things have been so hard, and that it's been, that's just like, why do we, if you ever gotten that energy of why do I deserve this, and things along those lines, when things start coming towards that, when that success starts coming in, when you start getting into those, where we're getting those wins, when our universe is starting to materialize, because keep in mind too, where your thoughts are at, your thoughts become things, and that's, if you're in that negative kind of resonance, and that's all that's going to man, you can be surrounded by abundance. But if you're not feeling in that headspace, or you're not following your calling, then even the biggest house, the fanciest cars, and all that, I don't mean to sound cliche, but even you, that can even not fulfill you like you wanted to. I feel there's going to be this, not necessarily an apology maybe, but more so like an acceptance of like why things needed to happen the way that they needed to. It was all in divine timing. Capricorn, there was a moment where like I had it all: the stability, the partnership, just like everything was in place on the outside, but internally it was a hot mess. And there's a lot of things that I wasn't dealing with. I was taking a note from your book, but to the extreme where I wasn't just feeling anything at all, because feeling was it was too much. And now where I'm at now is like I don't have, well, it's not even a matter of what I have. What I've learned is that what I do have is abundance wherever I go. There's a mindset that kind of shifted with that. And I feel like we're like this explanations. It's almost like we're looking for like the universe to explain to us like why, what the f did I do? Like I feel like this almost kind of desperate energy that's kind of coming through here for looking for that understanding. Like who's pulling the strings in all of this, and are they like this is some kind of sick joke? And again, Capricorn been there in that sort of cynicism type of energy, or but it all comes together and it all makes sense, and then it makes you to where not just where you grow, Capricorn, but then you can pass along that wisdom to others when they're going through the same type of type of thing. I feel like Capricorns really make great life coaches, and whatever field that you're doing, like not just taking that and then broadening on that, helping motivate others to stick through, because I feel like who better to talk about like real challenges and those who are Saturn ruled. You and it's even a little bit different than how you in Aquarius get influenced, I feel like, by Saturn. But let me get some tarot on this Capricorn and get some details. Thank you. All right, Capricorn. Last little bit here. Oh, and see, there she is. We were talking about that earlier. And love this Capricorn, because you have the Prince of Wands, the Queen of Disc, one of your cards for me, the Six of Cups, the Adjustment card, and the Emperor. Capricorn, I'm going to switch back over. I'm getting chills all over the place. I've been getting chills through this whole reading. Because I do feel with this energy, Capricorn, that... Where do we start? So with the Six of Cups, again, this is a card of the past. And I feel with this that there is this need to, because when you think about the challenges that you go through, Capricorn, that you've gone through, and when when you have those moments in the future where if you feel like you can't rise up, that you're feeling defeated, you're not sure how you're about to get into this emperor mode. It's like we're calling on that past energy of when you were in this, because this isn't the first time you've been here, but now you've leveled up. And so the challenges, as you level up, the challenges get a little bit harder. But I feel that you have this visionary energy here. I feel with the Queen of Disc that if you can find a way, I feel, and not if, when you find a way, Capricorn, to connect with your higher selves, and kind of really listen to that intuition of yours, really bring that into balance. You see how the Queen of Disc is looking out at this plane here, just like she's picturing, literally sitting on her throne, manifesting her universe. And it starts with the thoughts, and then she puts that stuff down, and then it's taking that action. And at first we may not be sure how we're going to go about doing this. The Prince of Wands, He's kind of like my fake it till you make it card. It's just like you're not sure, you may not know the route, but it'll come to you intuitively. But with the Prince of Wands, what I like about him, of the princes, he's the only one that has his eyes open. You know, I feel like that this is, it almost feels like that you're, and that's fascinating. It's like how you have this eye on this hand here. It's like your third eye is opening, and then you just start molding. You know, you just start crafting, and it's just starting somewhere. And I feel like writing that your ideas down is a great start. You know, just to get in that habit of manifestation, simplest form of manifesting right there. And then it's like just watch how the universe starts to adjust to your wishes. You know, and you start working on yourself. You know, find areas that, because I feel like with that King and Queen of Cups, there, I do feel like that there might be some healing that needs to be done, Capricorn, in order to remove some blockages maybe from some past things that may have prevented you from really accessing your tools. Maybe you wanted to be a dancer, but you got told no, you wanted to be a diviner. You're told that's not practical, and you need to do this. You know, you have to do this, following in someone else's shoes. You know, maybe an emperor type. And keep in mind, not a gender specific reading. Could be a man. Man can be in his emperor energy. Woman can be in her emperor energy, but it's oppressive. Or maybe we had even like a mentor or something, kind of like a teacher or something to tell us that we couldn't do something. But I do feel like it's trying to find that joy again in this life here, Capricorn, because it's not just all hard work. You know, there is that Six of Cups. I like that it's a card. It says a card of pleasure. You know, there is, this life is meant to be enjoyed. You know, even when we go through the hardships, it's just like, okay, we've hit a hurdle. What are we gonna do from here? You know, and it can be tough sometimes, but thankfully you're a tough sign, Capricorn, and you can achieve again whatever it is that you set your mind to. And I feel like too, because you do have a lot of people here as well, and you know, I feel like it's like the people who are there for you to in your in thick and through thin, you know, like that will, you know, for hmm and that may even be something where these apologies maybe even like forgive you when you, maybe if you happen to go kind of withdraw for a little while, kind of go in hermit mode, or when you may have been a little, maybe a little overbearing, a little over, you know, just whatever that's looking like, you know. And hmm all right, a lot going on there, Capricorn, but I think I'm gonna leave that there because I could be in this energy all day. So if anything resonated with you, Capricorn, if you like that, I hope so, Capricorn. I really hope that you do get it. You know, now that Saturn's going direct, this is an energy of action. I want to say he went direct at like 3 in the morning Eastern time. It was really early when Saturn went direct, so probably either you might have already been awake and just like, or you just might be wake, or you know, whatever that's looking like. But and share this, Capricorn. Let's get all these Queen of Disc manifesting. Excuse me, get these Queen of Disc manifesting in. You know, you're in an energy again, that 9 of disc, you know, like really working on yourself. And you subscribe there, Queen. You hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, if you got any Cancer in your placement, you have the lovely Queen of Cups here. Nice little ticket. But if you got Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Sheridan, friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping, it's down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Cap. And you got the Four of Swords here. And I feel with this Four of Swords energy, Capricorn, that a lot, when you're thinking about this future in this universe and what you want things to look like, that is hella stressful. And there could even be some times that it could keep you up at night, you know, like not sure about your direction and where we're going, and asking yourself these deeper questions. And I feel like it's not, again, trying not to be overwhelmed by that, but sit with that energy, sit with that uncertainty, put that out in the universe even while you're meditating. I need guidance. I need help. Like, what can I do? You know, write this stuff down, listen to some music, something to kind of get you uplifted, or, you know, however you can, maybe go for, or get out in nature, go for a drive or a ride or a walk, or something to kind of calm those thoughts down so that you can get out of your head and get more into that, again, that intuitive type of space there, Capricorn. But let me get your oracle card here so I can get you out of here. Get you out there manifesting. Interesting, yeah? Fascinating. So Capricorn, you get the perk of being like my second to last sign of each cycle that I do. You know, this truth be told has been coming out quite a bit. And I feel like there is this, and I feel like this is like almost like Saturn kind of like busting open the windows, like, all right, it's time to live our truths, you know, and to live by what you really want to do. Queen of Wands, what are you passionate? Even the Prince of Wands, you know, and then going out there and seizing that, figuring out how we can get that to bring that to fruition. And it may be some work there, Capricorn. Listen, I'm working a side gig right now while I'm trying to get everything figured out with this venture here. You got to do what you got to do sometimes to get things. Because we got bills and we got all this stuff that we got to do, Capricorn. All these obstacles. But it's not to let these obstacles deter you, because it is possible, because others before us have achieved our dreams. But now it's getting to where it's not just like only like emperors are allowed to achieve your dreams. Not like the olden days where it's like kings and queens and stuff. Everyone can tap into that intuitive energy and tap into source, because we all come from source. But it's just like connecting with that truth and being unapologetically yourself there, Capricorn, and living your truth, expressing yourself. I like that too, that puppeteer. You don't need to explain anybody your dreams. You just go out there and you accomplish that stuff. So I like that. I'm gonna leave that there, Capricorn. Get me all geeked up. I'm gonna take this energy, Capricorn. We're all gonna rise and be emperors, but you stay safe out there, accomplishing your dreams, and go out there with gusto. Capricorn, remember, it all happens in divine timing. Don't try to force it at all. It all makes sense. You'll get these ideas and things, and you'll be off to the races. And you raise your vibration through the roof. I love when you bring energy like this, Capricorn. This is what's up. It's exciting. And I will catch you on the next one. Later. Well, hopefully sooner rather than later, Capricorns. This is sick.